MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. The Rays will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Eduardo Rodriguez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Now at the plate, Johnny Damon. He will lead this one off today.
First pitch, 106.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now the Red Sox have to deal with a real threat on the bases from the get-go. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Batting second, the shortstop, Bobby Witt.
At the plate now, Bobby Witt, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Batting third, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Villar's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, Andre Dawson. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Dawson swings, and this one is hammered to deep left field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Popped him up. Devers over to his left. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
At the plate, Austin Meadows. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Martinez. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Blake Snell is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Alex Verdugo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Alex Verdugo becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Kiermaier's got a read on it, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is pulled into right. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 9, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
Standing in, Mike Zunino. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
1-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Johnny Damon.
Into the box now, Johnny Damon. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the... Leading off the inning, Xander Bogaerts. And they'll need him to get something going here. And this one runs up high, ball 1. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Swing, and he pops him up. Lau over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit out toward second. Reined in, and there's out number 2. Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The count now at 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Bogarts on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Leading off to the base, the center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Guillermo.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
So now to the plate, Andre Dawson. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Now a throw over, runner back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Austin Meadows. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Pillar's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Number 8.
So digging in now, Brandon Lau. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Into the box, Ji-Man Choi. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Ryan Weber is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Ready with the 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Into the box now, Johnny Damon. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. When you're trying to make some good pitches, you get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and it bangs off the monster. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kevin Plawecki is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
This is flared out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Now batting.
One out here in the Tampa Bay fourth. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. Hit to third. Devers gloves it. On to first, and 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Austin Meadows. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right side and right into the shift. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. And that misses ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Popped him up. Choi in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Fouled off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order. Digging in once again, Brandon
Leading
Lau.
off for Tampa Bay,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Number 8.
This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between humps. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Hot shot to third. Devers fields it cleanly. To second for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Johnny Damon. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure.
Ryan Brazier gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Moreland shading to his right, and that retires the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Meadows.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here it comes. Mitch Moreland started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And it's 1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Boston line score. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Kevin Pillar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave. All set for the start of the inning, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next.
Kevin Kiermaier.
From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The set and the 1-0 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Runner at first following the error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Andre Dawson. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. bouncer to the left side, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
In now, Evan Longoria. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. On to Lansdowne and gone.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
And there's one down now.
Now batting. Number
So
8.
coming to the plate, Brandon Lau, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. This one's hit deep out to left center field, and it's off the green monster. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Number 63.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
At the plate now, Johnny Damon. Martinez is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he fouls this one off. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Slow little roller to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Settling in now, Bobby Witt. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pillar's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
In now, Kevin Kiermaier. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. And he pops it up. Peraza moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Andre Dawson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Evan Longoria.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Lined hard toward right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Now batting.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And the run is in to score from second.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
To the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Meadows isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's in there as they extend their lead even further.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in one game here. It's been incredible.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that's down into left center for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too much.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready now, Rafael Devers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bobby Witt. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pillar's there. 1 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out.
Number 10, Andre.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Andre Dawson. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Michael Chavis is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Michael Chavis becomes out number 2 this inning. No balls and a strike to count. In there, strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work your...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Red Sox all set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone into the monster seats. Josh Taylor comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. Now a hard liner toward short, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Number 8.
Digging in now, Brandon Lau. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hit sharply on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. First delivery to him on the way. Jose Peraza comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Alex Verdugo. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And there's ball 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Last strike now for the Red Sox. He hangs the K to end it as the Rays go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series. 20-0 the final this afternoon.